Hello, everyone, and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year for me is March 21st because it is the beginning of a new cycle. Today is a very special day. Three great events came upon us today, and these three events will forever change reality as we know it. It is a very special time that we're living in right now, and consciousness will shatter the Maya. The Maya is the veil of the illusion that we are under. And this illusion is going to slowly grind to a halt, and new experiences as a whole will emerge. This is a very special time, once again, and I am so happy that I am almost emotional about this. No, I am not a Pisces. I'm sorry, but I am happy for all the signs. Therefore, this time for me is a very special time. What events happened today, March 20th? Well, today is the vernal equinox, and that means that we are transitioning from winter to spring in the northern hemisphere. The earth is in growth. The earth is harvesting on one end and replanting and regenerating on the other end. Everything has a balance. Everything is about duality. Yes? Yes. So the vernal equinox happened, and the sun had a total eclipse in the northern hemisphere. This was primarily a Icelandic thing, and in that part of the world, the sun got fully covered. Okay, so Corona shined upon the earth purely, giving us all the energies that we need for transformation. Other parts of the world only had partial and minor eclipses of the sun, but it was still an amazing sight to see. All this happened as we had, 12 hours prior to the eclipse, we had a new supermoon. This supermoon was at perigee. Perigee is the closest point of the moon to the earth. Therefore, it's a supermoon. It affects us in many different ways that this video does not have time to go into. But this is very important as well. All these events are happening at the omega degree of Pisces. Pisces is a very special sign. It affects our emotions, it affects our creativity, and it affects the way that we deal with our subconscious. Oh, Kitty, baby's here right now. Hi, sweetheart. But it affects our subconscious, and it affects how we hold and see ourselves through an ego's point of view. There is positive ego and there's negative ego, and these egos will clash as we are coming to this omega time of Pisces, because it's gone, it's past, it's all set. All cosmic gateways are now closed, and all closed to Pisces, but all cosmic gateways are now fully open to the age of Aquarius, or the Aquarius sign that is coming in next. There is also a lot of 666 symbolism associated with this, and that is basically telling us that we as carbon life forms will alter in consciousness, and we are going to expand and accelerate as we go through time. Okay, so now is not the time to be sitting around and saying what if. Now is the time to go and do what you have to do and make yourself realize the dreams that you may have had throughout your whole life. Now is the time, especially if you're a woman. The feminine side, the feminine is very strong with us right now, and the feminine is going to be expanding as we go along through time. And I'm talking hundreds of thousands of days, and I'm talking thousands of years to come. The feminine is going to be in charge, and the feminine is going to take control. And if you are a woman, you're already beautiful, and you already know this, but go out and share your wisdom, share your knowledge. Okay, shine. This is your time. Please, please, I'm begging you, all women. This is the other interesting fact about all these events happening at once. The last time this happened, for the exceptions of us exiting the Pisces, the last time we had a perigee, solar eclipse, and a vernal equinox was back in 1662. The next time this is going to happen will be in 2034. Now, You're asking me, what is the difference of that? And why does that have so much importance? Because as we're going forward, we are going to accelerate in not only in emotions and feelings, but we're going to accelerate in the way we see things. And we're no longer going to be feeling the separation or the clashes of different ideas and ideologies, but we're going to be going towards unity of ideas and ideologies. And this is very important because this unity is what going to create acceleration of events. And acceleration of events could mean many different things. It could be the downfall of governments, or it could be the uprising of the common man and saying enough is enough. It's just a variation of mindset. It's the way people see things changes completely. And it's a normal thing. It happens to us through cycles. And that's what this is. This is another cycle that we are going through right now. It just happens to be in our lifetime. It's a very important cycle because it's a very linear cycle. It's a cycle that has a lot of meaning to us, not only as a species, but as a planet. That means the whole entire planet is going through a phase. It's not just the other planets out there that are going through a phase. It's Earth as well, but Earth has inhabitants that have to do with the flesh. So the feeling of things and the feeling or expression of things is going to change, completely change. It may not change in our lifetime, but it could change in 1,000 years, 500 years, 300 years. But the importance of this three events, because birth comes in threes as well as death. That's very important. But the importance of this three events, and the last time that it occurred was 1662, March 20th. The next time it's going to occur is March 20th, 2034. As you see, 1600s versus 2034. So the next time it's going to happen is in 19 years, for example. The last time it happened was several centuries ago. Why is that important? Because this goes into the acceleration of thought and the acceleration of emotions. The liberation of the ego, the negative ego, not the positive ego. The negative ego will have to shift itself out of our consciousness, as we are shifting out of the Pisces consciousness into a new consciousness, a unity consciousness, or you might want to call it a Christ consciousness. And that's all about unity, and it's all about loving each other and getting along and being a better species. And I'm all for that. If anybody has a problem with getting along and being a better species, let me know, please. So as I was saying, this has to do with the Maya. Maya, M-I-A. That's the illusion that we're under, and the illusion that we see life. Prior to this events, people tended to escape reality through alcohol, through drugs, through practices that are not suitable for higher consciousness. Because we have turned the tide and things are changing, people are going to loosen those habits and start questioning their existence. Okay? Again, this is going to accelerate. So something that could take you 7, 8, 10 years to realize, it could take a couple of days. Or it could take a couple of weeks. And this acceleration is very special because this is the acceleration that's going to lead us to the unity. And that unity is what is going to cause conflict on this planet. And this conflict is going to be with the people that are in charge now, because they want to keep charge and keep us in check and keep us under control. And that's just not going to work with the new consciousness. It's just a clash of thoughts. One wants to keep us in prison and we want to escape. And that just doesn't work, because we know there's many different things that could possibly happen. But it is what it is. And if we are going forth and we see some kind of disruptive outbreak on this planet, we should keep in mind that this is a normal thing. Just prepare yourself to be safe for yourself and for your family and for your friends. Do not worry and do not have any fear. What if? It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are aware what is going on celestially, because it is as above, so below. And we are below, so we have to notice above in order to understand and see what is going on and coming our way, because we are responsible for obtaining this knowledge for ourselves. Okay? Again, I'm not going to go into the certain aspects of the carbons because we are carbon life forms. And being carbon life forms, we have to experience a beautiful thing called life. I can go into hours of this discussion, but I'm going to keep it short. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Peace to y'all.